Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Aquarius September 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as September goes, the sun will be in Virgo from the 1st until the 23rd. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. There could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on sex, intimate relationships, sexual relationships, power, rebirth, regeneration, transformation, loans, emotional, moral, monetary support, taxes, insurance, psychology, even astrology. And you probably are, if you're watching this video, you likely interested in astrology. So given that this is Virgo energy, this may be done in a very systematic, methodical manner, very perfunctorily. It's very with a lot of hard work and industry, and also perhaps also with a desire to be a perfectionist as well, done very meticulously. Now, in some cases, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Virgo surgery related matters, such as I believe like with the spleen or anything that could be Virgo related. The thing about it too is that looking at or some intestinal issue. It could also be in some cases, in isolated cases, some kind of a situation with the eye that might require surgery. It could be where one eye is maybe working a lot harder than the other. Virgo, of course, hard-working energy. And so those are some ways that this may manifest. It could also be about a Virgo dominant male influence that might be helping you deal with some kind of transformation or crisis related issue. It could be a Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Virgo traits. And again, going back to the sun and an eye issue, 8th house is surgery, and the sun rules either the left or right eye depending on gender. Next thing up. As far as September goes, the sun will be in Libra from the 23rd until the 30th, so the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on philosophy, religion, higher education, in-laws, grandchildren, expanding horizons, traveling abroad, publishing, even importing, exporting in some cases. It could also be, given that this is Libra energy, this may be done with a lot of, really with a lot of balance, a lot of fairness, and a lot of tact and diplomacy, and especially if you're dealing with as far as your in-laws and grandchildren go, if applicable, and people that may be foreigners, people you may know at some foreign country, and also with a lot of persuasive energy, and especially perhaps in matters with philosophy at this time. It could also be about putting a lot of focus in a Libra higher education or publishing matter. It could be something connected with the law, such as such as becoming maybe an attorney, paralegal, judge, bailiff, or even publishing something in connection with the law, or something with justice, anything Libra related, or also something connected with the arts, such as drawing, painting, becoming a graphic artist, or even publishing something in connection with it. So anyway, next thing up, there will be a full moon in Pisces on September 13th. So the 2nd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this point in time, this could in some cases be about the completion or culmination of a Pisces money-making endeavor. It could be something connected with the metaphysical, which includes astrology, spirituality. It could be something with photography, chemistry, oceanography, something connected with fishing, boating, something with profession that's associated with the sea. It could be some cruise director, or anything poetry, dancing, anything Pisces related. It could also be a time too where you might become tired, exasperated, or full at somebody that might be prominent in your possessions and your resources, your income generated, that might be overly deceptive, duplicitous, beguiling, nebulous, unclear, even lethargic, or somebody that just doesn't have any direction. It could be targeted maybe at somebody that might be a Pisces or embodies Pisces traits that might be having a negative effect on your self-esteem and self-worth, which might have some kind of dissolving or dissipating effect on it. Now, also the full moon in astrology could be about revelations or unveilings. It could be about some kind of fraud, maybe that was connected with your monetary situation might be unveiled. Maybe some you got involved in something you thought was a viable investment, for example, and you were really deceived. Or at this time, or beguiled in connection with it. It could be something where where it just wasn't really all what was things didn't appear as they seemed. It could be about some dissipation or dissolving of your possessions or your material items. That could be another way that may manifest. Could also be a time too where we're looking at this. It could be something where again there might be something that's unveiled that might have been fraudulent in connection maybe with your, as far as maybe something that you may have invested in, or something that was of a monetary nature. Maybe it was an item that was purchased that you thought was authentic. I mean, it could be even something with a signature of some famous person, and you find out that it really wasn't, as an example. Now the next thing up, there will be a new moon in Libra on September 28th, so the ninth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, some cases, this could be about the beginning or onset of some kind of Libra higher education course, or something with publishing. It could be something connected with the law, justice, maybe learning to become a judge, bailiff, an attorney, court reporter, anything that could be Libra related. Could also be a time too where it could be about the beginning period, perhaps of some reconciliation or compromise in connection with an in-law or a grandchildren, or a time where you begin to ingratiate yourself a little bit more so with others, ninth house people, than you had previously, such as with in-laws, with grandchildren, with foreigners, people you might meet through traveling abroad, people at a religious congregation or college, university. So those are some ways that could manifest and pan out at this time. And it would also be at a time too where you just begin to just show more intellectual sociability with ninth house people in general, or you might start to begin to weigh the pros and cons over ninth house related matters. So those are some ways that could pan out. Well, the next thing up, Mercury will be in Virgo as far as September goes, from the 1st until the 14th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, well, your mind might be really thinking very systematically and methodically in regards to making a major change or transformation, or dealing with a crisis situation. Could also be about a lot of analytical communications connected with psychology or astrology, or deep matters at this time as well. As I've stated in previous videos, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Virgo characteristics that might figure strongly in crisis situations, rebirth, transformation, even moral, emotional, or monetary support. And whether they're beneficial to you more or to your detriment, a lot of it can be predicated and dependent on aspects it makes to points in your chart. It could be, let's say, if it makes a sextile or trine to your natal Jupiter, they might be very beneficial. Let's say if it makes an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, they might be even more at a loss in terms of maybe monetary support and other 8th house related matters. You might actually be, you might wind up being at a monetary loss, where you're actually having to go into your funds more to help them. Or maybe they might even exacerbate a crisis situation, might be causing sorrow and despondency. So those are some ways that may pan out. So, well, anyway, next thing up. Well, Mercury will be in Libra as far as September goes, from the 14th until the 30th. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, One way this may manifest, hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. But anyway, this could be about a lot of balanced communications with in-laws, with grandchildren, people you meet in a foreign country through traveling abroad. Could also be a time too where you want to have it's also communications about wanting to reconcile with ninth house people or form compromises at this time, and also your mind, you're mentally weighing the pros and cons. Could be over a publishing matter, something with importing, exporting, expanding horizons, or even something connected with a higher education course, or even communicating about taking a higher education course. It could be something connected with arts, such as drawing, painting, sculpting, graphic design, something with acting, at being an actress, or doing something with the laws, such as becoming a judge, a bailiff, court reporter, an attorney, paralegal. And also, again, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Libra characteristics that might figure prominently in your dealings, perhaps with the law, with expanding horizons, with higher education, religious matters such as a religious congregation, and also in foreign travel at this time as well. But last but not least, Venus will be in Virgo as far as September goes from the 1st until the 14th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may manifest, this could be about spending very frugally. It could be on some kind of debt you may have, or maybe a loan you might be involved in, or it could be credit card debt. And also at this time as well, if you're unattached at this time, Aquarius, you may connect with a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Virgo characteristics that might it might be somebody that you might get involved with a very deep connection, something that's not superficial. It could be somebody for a very intimate sexual relationship, but also you might be more discriminating in love right now, more so than usual, even though you may be very adamant about wanting something very deep. It could be also too about valuing punctuality, dependability, reliability, and really in even premeditation, given Virgo as an earth sign in 8th house related matters. It could be in matters connected with making, dealing with 8th house things such as giving emotional, moral, monetary support. It could be with astrological related matters, anything that could be 8th house related at this time. So, or dealing with taxes, with insurance. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Aquarius September 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And stay tuned next time where I'll be giving you my Aquarius September 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person astrologically speaking based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Till next time, people, stay well.